Hi there, it's Valerie. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to come on, it's October 4th, 2011, and I wanted to come on and do a really quick video as a response to a friend of mine. Her name is Kala. She's over at Pink Dahlia 04. It's her channel, and she's wonderful. And she had commented asking me about some of the books that I had read to help get through the miscarriage, because she has a friend right now who is going through one and is struggling. And my heart just goes out to you because, again, as somebody who's been there, I can tell you my whole process, my miscarriage process, was from last November, right after Thanksgiving, all throughout the holidays, and then January 21st was my actual my DNC, and I'm much farther along than I was as far as healing and grieving. But I will tell you, up until that date that our baby was due, I mean, this whole year, it is a process, and it's a process that changes you, and different people experience different things with it. Different people go through it quicker, and it's just something that, as a friend, I would much rather have one of my friends not give me any advice, not try to tell me, anything about timing or God's plan or anything like that. Like, I would just rather you just not say anything. And a thing that I had told most of my close friends was that I don't need you to say anything. I just am telling you this as information, because if I'm acting differently, then I want you to know. I want you to be sensitive to my needs and to my feelings, but at the same time, I didn't want my friends to walk on eggshells around me. I didn't want them to tiptoe around the subject of pregnancy or their kids, because a lot of my friends, pretty much everyone now, is either pregnant with their first or has kids. So it's a part of life, and it just happens to be that a lot of us right now are at that age where a lot of people around us are having babies, and for more of us than not, it's really easy for them to have babies and to get pregnant just like that. So it is difficult, and Kala, I think that you're doing an awesome job at just being a friend, and sometimes we may say things that we may look back on and say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Just be as honest as you can with your friend, and just let her know that you are there for her, that you're wanting to be her friend, that you don't know what to say, that there aren't any words to say, and that you just love her and you care for her. And more importantly, too, don't pretend like it didn't happen. I had a lot of friends who, again, it's an uncomfortable and awkward situation, so they would just never ask about it. They would never see how I was doing. They would never bring it up. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to make it hurt more. I will tell you that that's not true. It's something that your friend is going to think about. I mean, if she's anything like me, and a lot of other people that I've talked to, it's something that she's going to think about every day, a lot of hours of the day, and especially at the beginning. It's going to be something that she's not going to forget. She will not forget it. You bringing it up to her may be just the moment that she needs to break down, or that she needs to use you as a shoulder to lean on. And I'm sad to say that even though I was pretty open, I really didn't have much of that. And for whatever reason, and I chose to be open with a lot of my friends about it. But there was only, they were only to a point that I could continue to go to them, where sometimes I just needed people to ask me how I was doing. Sometimes I just needed them to bring it up, really, and to say, hey, I know it's a sensitive subject, but you've been on my mind, and how are you? Really, how are you? And I did have a couple of friends who did that, who said, really, don't tell me you're fine, just how are you? And that really meant a lot to me. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But just be a friend. Don't try to give advice. Don't try to tell her it's okay. Don't try to tell her it's not God's timing yet. Because in my mind, it was God's timing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have conceived. But it was also God's timing that that baby left us. So everything is God's timing. And just the insensitive things that we've all heard. So again, just be her friend. Just love her and support her, and let her know again, that there are no good words to say, but that you are there for her. And you had asked about some of the devotional books that helped me, and I wanted to address those. There are several. A lot of these I didn't even read all the way through. I used what I needed from them, and so I'm sure that your friend might be able to do that as well. The devotional book that I have that I've used for years now, and it's all beat up, again, is this Jesus Calling book. You can see it's all beat up and sticky notes and things. This is by Sarah Young, and it's called Jesus Calling, and it's not in any way directed toward any sort of life struggle or difficulty, but it is a wonderful book that I have found really touches on a lot of my life. It really, every single day I read it, there is something applicable. And again, I've read from this before. You can see they're very, very short devotionals for each day, which I like that it's each day. And there's the little the ribbon as well that you can move, from day to day. And each day also has some, usually 2, if not 3, Bible verses at the bottom for you to look at, and they go along with what she says. It's an amazing book, just amazing. And I think it's amazing because Sarah writes it as if Jesus is talking to you, and it's very cool. The other ones that were given to me that I found helpful, and again, I haven't completed these yet. I can't give you a full review on them, but I can say that some of them are more helpful than others. I received this, The Lord Heal My Hurts by Kay Arthur. You may have heard of her. She is a little bit of an older style Bible study teacher, but this, and I really haven't gotten into this as much as I would like at all, but it goes through days. It takes you through weeks, and then days, and it actually gives you a place to write. So there's 13 chapters, and really, really great. Just about how God is our Jehovah Rapha. He is our healer, and it's really wonderful. It's really, really not even just for miscarriages or anything like that. It's not specific towards that, but it is a wonderful book for all of us. I really think that we could all benefit from that. The other one that was given to me that, again, I've read a little bit through, but not nearly as much as I would like, is Trusting God. And this was and Even When Life Hurts. And this one is by Jerry Bridges. And that's what that looks like. Trusting God, Even When Life Hurts by Jerry Bridges. And again, this one is one that I was not able to get too far into. Well, I don't know, maybe 100 pages. But even in the first, preface in the chapter 1, he mentions, miscarriage and things like that. And again, it's not about miscarriage or anything like that, but it's really just about trusting God through all of these times in your life. And so it's really, again, one of those books that is not specific geared toward miscarriages, but it does touch on it, and it is wonderful for that application. The other one that might be a little bit too much for your friend right now, but is something that was able to help me because, again, even though I had the miscarriage, I've also been trying to conceive for over a year now, so dealing with some issues, some infertility, and this does address miscarriage, and I just think that this book is awesome. Again, probably a little too much for your friend right now, but it's called Dear God, Why Can't I Have a Baby? And it is by Janet Thompson, and it's really excellent. Just really excellent, and it's a companion guide for couples on infertility journey. So probably, again, a little bit too much for her unless she is struggling with infertility as well. I really found it really easy to relate to a lot of the women in this book, and the way that it was written and the way that it was told. I really, really liked it a lot. Oh gosh, one other thing. I don't remember. And I was trying to end this video before 10 minutes, so anyway, those are the books that helped me. I really hope that they help your friend, and feel free to let me know if you guys have any. Oh, I was going to say that I looked at my local Christian bookstore for the infertility books. That's where I found this one, and they really couldn't help me very much. So sadly, there just aren't a lot out there. I'm sure you can find more on the net, but those are what I found. So good luck. Let me know how everything is going. Please keep in touch, and thank you guys so much. All right, good night.